Nikola Milenkovic is nearly a red. Welcome to your Breaking Forest news. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to an update on your Forest transfer news as things are starting to move really quickly. If you haven't already, as always, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And there's a couple of tickets left, so be quick. If you want the signed framed Anderson boot, go check it out on Football Prizes, scan the QR code, or it's in the comments down below. Okay, so let's bring you up to date on Nikola Milenkovic. We brought him to you a couple of days ago, and things have picked up at a lot of pace today. His representatives were out in Nottingham today to discuss terms of the deal, and it feels like personal terms have been pretty much put over the line. Now, what I will say is there's a lot of rumors going about how much he's going to get paid. People are putting out like 112k a week wages and saying, whoa, is that too much? Now, we don't know about his wages yet, but even if it was to be 110, 112, a million a week, why do we really care? Surely the club are now showing us enough positive signs to prove that they've got their act together when it comes to the finance side of the football club and getting all these wages and players coming in. Now, he is going to be moving from Fiorentina, and the fee will be about £12 million with £3 million in add-ons. Absolute peanuts for the quality of player he is. And let's not forget, on top of that, Villa wanted him, Spurs wanted him, obviously West Ham wanted him just because Forest wanted him. There was some decent sized name clubs in there, and Forest are beating them all to a signature. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, but honestly, from the guys I've spoken to, this one is pretty close to as good as done. So expect the Here We Go video, hopefully in the next day or two on this one. So Romano's tweeted, so I'll give you a bit of sorcery on this one so you guys can see who else has been talking about it. Romano's put a tweet out saying Forest are closing in on the signing of Nikola Milenkovic from Fiorentina. 12 million final proposal set to be accepted as details are being sorted. Then time for the medical. Forest have also sent out contract proposals to the player. Here we go, coming in soon. We've also spoken to Ben Jacobs about it. He's confirmed that this is correct, and one or two others as well. So a lot of good noises on this one. But the question will still remain. I really want this player, but my question still stands. Is he going to partner Murillo or replace Murillo? Now, we've seen plenty of noises. I told you guys about the promise I've had from the club about Murillo, that he will be staying. But it depends, as long as someone doesn't come in for like 70, 80 million pounds, whatever, because money obviously will talk. And there's been subtle hints from Nuno that he's been pleased with how the club are not willing to sell their star boys, keep them together, build the spine, build the nucleus, and get that as the core of the team, and then flesh it out from there, which is exactly what I've been crying out for the last transfer window or so as well. So this is exciting. My belief is that, well, my thoughts and my prayers are that he will be Murillo's partner. I love Bolly, but I worry about Bolly turning into Felipe, who I loved, and then he kind of just gassed out, didn't he, last season? And Bolly's coming to that age now. He'll be 33 next year. He's very injury prone. There's a lot of potential that he won't play many games next season. And if we can get Milinkovic in, and he's just so big, 6'5", giant, not, quite agile as well. A lot of positives that I like about him from a big name team. I rate Fiorentina as well. That's a lot of positives. Don't forget, we told you in the last video, international player for Serbia, played in the Euros, played really well in the Euros. I thought he played really well against England as well. A lot to like about him. So this is close, guys. How do you guys feel about him? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's go a little in-depth on him. We'll do a full scout report as we always do once he gets signed. But I just want to shout out the Other 14, one of the best Twitter accounts, and we'll leave the link in the description for you guys below, because they focus on the teams that really matter in the Premier League. And because Forest are one of them, obviously it makes it the best account. Now, they got a lot of interesting stats on him, and I just want to give you a flavour of potentially what we're going to get. So he's a defensive central player, centre-back. He made 34 appearances for Fiorentina last season, starting 27 of them, played loads of minutes, averages 1.47 tackles per game. His tackle success rate is 75%, which is pretty good. Bit of a dribbler, 14 dribblers, 0.5 per game, so nothing too crazy. He wins a lot of heading duels as well. I like that stat at 79%, and his short pass accuracy is at 90%. Long passes, nowhere near as good as Murillo at 52%. So these are some headline stats, but I just want to give you a little taster of potentially what's going to be coming with him. And I do think he can adapt to the Premier League. I think he's got that physique for it. And as I said when we announced Forest's interest in him the other day, the key thing about him is his aerial presence. Nuno clearly is pissed at the amount of goals we conceded from dead balls, set pieces and corners last year, and he is addressing it. We got 6'8" giant now, Miguel in goal. We got a 6'5". Well, he looks like a dwarf next to Miguel, but he's 6'5". He's huge. So that's going to give us some huge aerial presence in the box, and that's going to allow us to dominate aerially and hopefully not concede so many corner goals in this coming season. I've got to say, I like what I'm seeing in the recruitment this summer. I already like what I saw on the pitch in the second half against Chesterfield. Probably one of the best performances since we've been back. I feel like we're short a right winger, another striker, because we're still not certain about what's happening with Taiwo. If the defender comes in as well, that's kind of the defense pretty much covered, because we've got Omar Bamidele, Bolly, Murillo, Worrell probably going to be leaving. And then I just think we need a striker, a right winger, and maybe one more midfielder. And we're pretty much there. How do you guys think this recruitment is? Do you like the way Forest are going about it? And this is only at £12 million, just to remind you. So it's not going to break the bank. You put the amortization across that on, let's just call it a 4 or 5 year contract. It's a couple of mil a year. Forest are doing things really good and really sensibly right now. It feels a bit weird. Not used to the no chaos. I'm sure we'll get a last day transfer deadline special with a few hundred signings as well, just to make us all feel normal again. But at the moment, Forest are acting extremely professionally, and I kind of like it, but it kind of feels a little bit freaky. What do you guys think of all this news? Let me know in the comments down below. We'll be back with more transfer details tomorrow, because there's one or two other stories, but I just wanted to focus on Milenkovic for this one, as this news is breaking. If you've enjoyed the content and you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and we'll see you on the next video. Go grab your tickets for football prizes. Come on, you Reds.